ask first about Maggie Saleh. Obviously, someone who's been around your group for a long time, but doesn't really get a lot of game action. But when she does, it seems like she usually puts in a good effort. Can you just talk about her and what she brings on a day-to-day basis when there's so many goalies that have been in front of her over the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, she's been with us since the beginning and with Lake Canadian, even before the PWHPA. And she was the backup of Emran Smashmeyer for a little while. And then, Lacasse came in, and then we call her Sunshine because first of all, Marie Saleh being her name and whatnot, but she brings the attitude and the effort every single practice. And honestly, every game that she stepped in, she's performed the way she just did tonight. She is all out every single time we step on the ice for practices, for everything. And this year is kind of her year where she gets to showcase her skill sets and everything. And, from the goalies that's been there with her, she seems to be a perfect training partner as well too. She pushes us, so we're really happy that she had the game she had tonight. One got slipped in there close at the end of the game, but as you all saw, she performed. She kept us in the game because we had a little bit of a tough start, I would say, and thank God she was there. And like you said, maybe she got a couple games in the past, 4 years, and talk about dedication and determination. She's here now and giving us a chance to win. So it was an awesome performance, and she deserved to get the W tonight.
And how did it feel just to get back on the ice? Obviously, you've had some games in Montreal, some exhibition games, but it's not really the same as these showcases. So what was it like to get back?
I'd say it started being we're rusty, and then as the game went on, you get back into the rhythm, you get back into the speed of the game, you get back into the intensity, the excitement. The fans were great here. Nova Scotia is doing an amazing job hosting this showcase, and this is the first one since Calgary last year, and we're looking forward to have a true season this year and have more of these. But getting back and kicking things out here today showed exactly how elevated our game is going to be. Basically, it started us like everyone, both teams were rusty. It was going there. People are getting to know each other at the speed and at the level we're playing. Obviously, we try to get as many games as we can under our belt before we get to this showcase or any showcases really. But again, game feels versus practice feels is very different. So the intensity was there. We're just happy to be back at it, and we're looking forward to tomorrow and kind of build off of what we did tonight. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jared.
Justin Levine, please.
Hey, Karell, good to see you, and I hope you enjoyed your first competitive hockey action today. First off, can I ask you to talk about Sophie, who led the way for Team Harvey's today?
Yeah, talk about a comeback, eh? She, the girl gets hurt last year during the showcase, works all summer long, and gets back to actually practicing with us with one of those white jerseys or red jerseys, and then gets ready for the showcase, and didn't even get to play a game prior to this showcase actually, and then comes here, finds the net as she usually does. We still see the speed, we still see everything, and she's a true competitor, and she's a leader. Her and I are probably the oldest players at this point, and I was happy to see her back. We've played together for a long time, and seeing her getting healthy and getting her speed back and her confidence back and everything has been awesome to be a witness of. And seeing her tonight actually performing and getting the results was another amazing time. I think that she deserved it, and you can see her smile, you can see she wants to be here and everything. So it's just a great journey for her, and glad she had an excellent game again today, as she usually does anyways.
My second question, there's always something to be said for the Toronto-Montreal classic rivalry, because we all know the history of that and how that goes, and it's no different when it comes to women's hockey. What was that battle like for you out there today?
Yeah, I mean, Toronto and Montreal has always been the intense games, I would say. I don't know what it is. I think we know each other too well, maybe. We, talk to each other off the ice and everything, very nice and stuff. But when it comes to game time, I believe there's a little bit of chip on our shoulders from both sides, that we just want to win so much that that intensity gets elevated. And, you get the Howard on the other side and Sophie and Fortino. And then we always want to go at them and make sure that we represent Montreal well and keep that rivalry going. I think they're like our neighbor in a sense. So they're closest team from us. So it makes it's a natural thing. I don't know how to explain it. It just always happens. And I'm a Habs fan, so I don't necessarily love Toronto. Sorry to all, but love their players here and there. So I think it's the same principle here. We want to kind of keep that rivalry going. And I think it's a friendly rivalry. It just brings the intensity a little bit higher and makes the game better.
And the last thing, while taking the win today, was there anything that you feel that your team still has to work on? Because I mean, and again, this is the first competitive action, so I feel like shaking off rust is still something that has to happen.
Definitely. Listen, we know that Toronto were kind of like in our end in the beginning and the start. We started very slow, kind of got our legs under ourselves and started talking and communicating better. And you could see as the game went on, we gained confidence in each other. This is a group that's very different than any other groups we've had in Montreal, even compared to last year with the team being centralized. And so lots of new faces. But I think that, we got better in our transition game and way better in our breakouts. I think that's a major thing. If you spend less time in your D zone, technically you should be creative and spend more time in the O zone. So I think that we kind of like went back to keeping it simple, getting it in deep or chipping it, and then playing into and getting some O zone time. So one thing, just nice pass. Our passing was a little bit tough tonight. And then we'll just move on from there. I think it's keeping our feet moving, being there in close support, and then communication will be a big thing for tomorrow's game.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and best of luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Simon Hopkins, please.
Hi, Karell. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Congrats on the win. And you guys had a pretty good first period to start it. How much confidence does it give you going into the rest of the game when you have a 2-goal lead after the first?
Yeah, I think the goals helped us out. I just mentioned we had a little bit. Toronto was, circling and getting all the actions in our O zone, and then we got a couple good chances and still the deal with 2 goals right away. And I think that gave us a little bit of okay, let's calm down. Let's go back to what we know is best, and let's keep it simple. And it definitely helped us to get that confidence we needed and change a little bit our way of playing. You get the nerves, you get everything out. And I think that getting that first goal was very much a game changer for us as far as elevating our game. So we got lucky, I'd say, in a little bit. And then as the game went on, then it got to more so of like a true Toronto-Montreal game type of pace and type of game, where back and forth, lots of scoring chances. And it was fun. It was great to have them as our first game as well, too.
And knowing how you played today, what's the feeling heading into tomorrow?
Feeling actually good. I think that the lines are slowly getting that chemistry. We haven't had chances to really play with all our players since the beginning of the season. Having players coming from Ottawa or other places, they don't necessarily get to play in our exhibition games here and there. So this is like the first time that we have pretty much everyone at the same time. So moving forward to tomorrow's game, I think that we'll see even more O-zone play, hopefully, and then good breakouts, good transitions, scoring chances of the rush as well too. So I just think we'll see better hockey. It was a rusty game, so sometimes we call them dusty plays here and there that got lucky from both sides, lots of bouncing pucks. So we're looking forward to get that under control and make some nice plays for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, thank you.
We're good. Have a good night.